This episode of Soldier Knows Best is brought to you by Netflix. Good gracious, this year has gone by fast. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Soldier Knows Best here. And we're in the month of December right now, and January is right around the corner. And I was just sitting here thinking, man, the iPad 3 is getting ready to be announced. Because if Apple continues this tradition of January announcements, they announce the iPad 1 in January, the iPad 2 in January, more likely the iPad 3 will be announced in January. So that just means that this year has gone by pretty doggone fast. And we've seen a lot of tablets come and go, HP. But, I think most people can agree with that the iPad 2 has still remained as the #1 top tablet out there overall. There's some that offer, better things as far as your price point and different things like that. But the iPad 2 is definitely overall still #1. But now it's about to be the iPad 3. I mean, what can Apple do to top the iPad 2 and to get you to want to upgrade again and spend more moolah on another one of their products? Now, go ahead and start off with the #1 thing I think people are expecting on the brand new iPad 3. That is going to be a Retina display. So the same Retina display that you see on the iPhone 4 and the iPhone 4S, they'll make it on a larger scale and slap that thing on the iPad 2. But I have to say the iPad 2 screen is not really that bad to me at all, even though you can't really tell because it's so bright right there. But I really like the iPad 2 screen, but definitely other tablets, especially from Android, coming out with higher resolution displays. I think Apple needs to do that just to be able to, kind of stay on that standard level of what people expect in tablets. Plus, I think it will look awesome. I think it would look pretty doggone good in movies and the games and applications, all that stuff. But some people are seeing it as a manufacturing hurdle for Apple because that will definitely be more expensive than what they're spending now. But I think Apple will find a way to get that Retina display on the iPad 3, and I think that will be the #1 selling point of it. Now, other thing that they can do to improve it is the cameras. The cameras in iPad 2 suck. A front-facing camera is good for, front-facing calls and FaceTime calls and all that stuff. I don't mind that. But the rear-facing camera is not that good at all. But I would say that I've only seen probably 2 people in public actually use their cameras on the iPad holding it up. I felt weird when they were doing it. Other than that, we're going to see on the inside, yes, the inside of the iPad 3. Now, it already has the dual-core A5 processor, which just got put in the iPhone 4S. And I'm sick. Can you tell? That's why I'm swallowing so hard. That does not sound right. Pause. All right, unpause. But anyway, as far as quad-core in the iPad 3, I don't think it will happen. I think they'll wait to the iPad 4 to release quad-core. Just think about the marketing, right? iPad 4, quad-core. That's a really good marketing scheme. But anyway, I don't think, because I think most people still only use dual-core processors in their laptops and their main desktop computers at home. So I don't think they're really going to see the benefit of going up to a quad-core. And I think Apple could, actually just wait off a little bit and save that for a nice little upgrade feature in the iPad 4. Especially if they have that Retina display. I don't think they need to do the quad-core in order to make it a really good selling products. And now, speaking of 4, LTE, yes, 4G speeds coming from more than likely Verizon, maybe AT&T, but definitely Verizon is a possibility. It's already been rumored that Apple has been testing out LTE devices, so that would be a good addition to the iPad 3, even though that will also be a good selling point for the iPad 4. But I think that's something that's very possible to make it in the iPad 3. Now, another mystery is what Apple's going to do with the software on the iPad 3, because I think if it's going to have more power, if it possibly does have quad-core or something like that, what new things in iOS 5 are they going to do to make it specific and exclusive only to the iPad 3 to make you say, wow, I really need to do that with the software? I mean, a lot of people really asking for a new home screen redesign and widgets and all that stuff. We've been hearing that for years now. But I don't know what Apple can really do, as far as software wise, besides bring over Siri, which I think that's a 99.9% guarantee they'll bring Siri over to the iPad finally. They'll improve the built-in microphones and be able to use Siri and schedule your reminders and all that stuff with the iPad 3. So that's a given, I think. But other than that, new things coming to iOS 5. I really can't think of nothing off the top of my head. Now, a couple things that may happen. I don't know. I'm just throwing these out. These just kind of just whimsical things. But especially if they put quad-core inside of the iPad, as I was talking about before, really showing off what the iPad 3 can do. Maybe a Final Cut Mobile that may be iPad 3 only. Just imagine how many video editing geeks out there would be excited for Final Cut Mobile to be able to work with green screens and all the other stuff on your tablet. I think that would be cool and awesome. They'll probably sell that thing for $20, but that would be a good little way to show off why you'll need quad-core or something like that. That's possible. Also, too, Apple has already submitted patents and all that stuff as far as being able to use the back of the iPad 3 and have like a little touch panel, very similar to what the PS Vita, that new mobile gaming device we just launched over in Japan. You can actually use your fingers on the back of the iPad to probably control things, to go through the home screen, double tap to do things like that. Now that's kind of way out there. That more likely is not going to happen in the iPad 3, but that is something to look at, possibly happen in the next 20 years or so. But anyway, another big announcement of this whole event won't have anything to do with the iPad 3, I'm thinking. I think it'll be dealing with the iPad 2. They can get the selling price of a brand new iPad 2 down to about $300 after they start selling the iPad 3. That would be an awesome selling tool to really cut into those sales of the Amazon Kindle and the Barnes & Noble Nook. And they really say, hey, we do have a very affordable tablet here at $300 or less that you can get if you don't need all the brand new things that the iPad 3 brings, like the Retina display and a better camera. Some people don't even need that. But if you get the iPad 2 price down, that's a really big, awesome selling point for Apple. So whether you should wait for the iPad 3 or go ahead and get the iPad 2 now, this question I get asked so many times. It's really your personal preference. If you don't need the latest and greatest, go ahead and get the iPad 2 now. You're not going to be disappointed. But I think if you waited this long, ultimately, I think it wouldn't hurt you to wait a couple more months. So we'll just wait another month to see what Apple announces with the iPad 3 and see if they bring the price down, because if you're going to spend $500 and if they don't drop the price of the iPad 2, you might as well spend that $500 on a brand new device like the iPad 3 will be. All right, so anyway, guys, this brings the end to this video. But before we head out here, it's going to take one last look at our sponsor for this video. And today's sponsor is Netflix. With over 23 million members and growing, Netflix, I think, is the #1 way to stream movies to your portable cell phone, or to your, nobody says portable cell phone anymore, but to your cell phone, to your tablet, or to your TV set via an Xbox or PlayStation or a Nintendo Wii, or another device like an Apple TV that has a Netflix application. So you can watch all the movies that you want to that's in their library, unlimited streaming, because as a member you have, for one low monthly price, you have unlimited access to their movie library. So that's not a bad deal at all. So if you go to netflix.com/soldier, you actually get a free 30-day trial. The link is down below, so go ahead and check it out if you're interested. Again, go to netflix.com/soldier. All right, guys, again, thanks for watching this video. Please leave a comment down below about what you think is going to be in the brand new iPad 3, and what does Apple need to do to make you upgrade from your own iPad 2 if you do have one. And thanks for watching, guys, and I will catch you later. Peace.